Hi, everybody. This is Stephanie. I am here to help with your stress around your weight. And I want to share with you today my why. Why am I doing this? Why am I taking time out to talk about my weight loss? And, well, I think you're going to know a lot more today. I decided to write down my why, like really write it down. And the first memory that I remembered was my father saying, "Your grandmother has passed out." She was a diabetic for a long, long time. And they found her passed out in the house, brought her to the hospital, and she went into complications around her diabetes and so forth. And they said that whenever they looked through the house, she had hidden sugar all over the place. That was kind of okay. I just couldn't believe that happened. Or what did that mean? And then a couple of years, my grandfather had a stroke. And that was hard to see. So early, I was starting to get a little bit chunky around 7, 8 years old. And I started getting told, hey, you better watch what you're eating because you're going to get sugar diabetes. That's what they would call it, sugar diabetes. My mother at 40 started to have high blood pressure. And it never got better. She died in her mid-70s, but she was always worried about her blood pressure. And it never got better. It would get stable, but it never really got better. So the other one was my mom's cooking. And that's something that I thought was so funny, that we had all these foods around us, but I wasn't supposed to eat it, but everybody else could eat it. And I thought that was weird because I'm like, well, if it's not good for me, why are y'all eating it? You know? I wanted to be healthy. My other grandmother also died from cardiac things. And they were all related. All of these deaths were related to the food, or being overweight, or both, or smoking. And I've even had partners that didn't take care of themselves, and that, tears me up even now when I think about it, because you're actually seeing the progression. It's not as a little child, you're seeing it more as an adult. And it's like, what do you do? So it put me on this trajectory to, my first goal was, could I not be on blood pressure medicine? Did I have to do that? Was that for me? Because it's in my blood, and it was not in my blood once I started to change my life. And I realized that the food that we eat is highly addictive. I'm going to say that again. The food that we eat is highly addictive. And I think we all know pretty much what those things are. And understanding that we could change our lives, our trajectories. We could change how long we lived. We can change how we live. And I wanted my son to see that. He may choose another path or he may not, but I wanted him to see a healthier path. And that kind of like brought me to want to help people. But the thing is, I don't help people by saying, eat this, not that. Eat. I think most of us have good common sense, and you know what you're eating is not helping you, or when you're overeating, You know, these things we know. But my why had nothing to do with their calorie count. It had to do with what was in here, in your head. What are you believing and thinking about yourself? How are you using food to make you ease the other parts of your life? This is who I'm talking to, because that was me. Exactly. And sometimes when I'm highly stressed, it'll come up. I'm like, oh, there's that doorway again. I see you. So my why is to live as long as I possibly can in health, and so much so that I can help more and more and more people. Because you don't have to live like this. You don't. But you do have to have a reason why. More than one reason why. You have to know why you're doing this. And more than just looks. Looks is great. But what's inside here is the most important thing. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. You can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to do. You're wired that way. If you set a path for yourself and you say, I'm not going to give up, don't give up. You can take a break, you can breathe, but don't give up. So this is the reason I'm here. This is the reason that I take time. Because if I can help somebody, even one person, to not have to go through this stuff, what a blessing. Sometimes we may have to go through things, and we need that to help us see, oh my God, I don't want to do this. And I'm there for you at that time as well. I hope this has served you. Thank you for listening. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. And if you want to work with me, you can have a little call and see what I'm about, see how I work with you and work with me. You're more than welcome to. I would be love to be able to help you. Thank you.